Hi, scribes! It's so good to have you here. Before we begin, let me first say I appreciate every single one of you who have kept up with the lessons so far. I admire your drive and passion to learn, so please keep that fire burning, okay? I would also like to know, have these episodes been helpful to you? And what has your writing journey been like? Let's catch up in the comments after this. So, back to telling a good story. In the last episode, we discussed what a good story is and listed 5 factors of a good story. Here's a recap. Did you get all that? Don't forget, you can always go back and take another look. Let's start with the first factor, which is character. Don't worry, I'm not about to repeat all I've said before on the topic of character. I'll just add this. In creating characters for your story, know that we, the audience, need to empathize with the characters in the story. We need to at least understand them. Even if we don't agree with their choices, we should understand them enough to know why they're making those choices. That's how you create memorable characters. The second factor of a good story is plot/conflict. Let's start with plot. I'm sure you've heard the word plot thrown around in storytelling. A plot simply means the series of events that takes place in a story. You can say it's the various significant actions of the story that keeps the story moving forward from point to point till the end. Characters just existing without purpose is not a plot. There has to be motivation. As for the conflict part of it, please understand that stories require tension, and that's conflict. Remember when we were listing character types? We mentioned the constant push and pull between the protagonist and antagonist, where one person is going this way but the other is pushing the other way. Picture it as a tug of war, and everyone is waiting to see who wins. This is the story you plot from beginning to the end, making sure to play up the conflicts to your preferred conclusion. The third factor of a good story is stakes. Now, you have to ask yourself this question. What is at stake if your main character does not achieve their goal? What does the character stand to lose? It's always interesting to keep the stakes high in order to give a great necessity of watching the character achieve that goal. The fourth factor of a good story is, what is the character made of? This point is actually an extension of conflict, because conflicts always reveal what a character is made of. Is he courageous? How much passion does he have for his work? Does he love his girlfriend? And to what extent will he go to save her? Does he love his family? Is he patriotic? Etc. If you go back to our character profiling, you realize this is why you need to take your time and be detailed when creating your character. It's good to know your character so much that it becomes easier to tell who the character is and what the character can or can't do. And the last factor for a good story is journey/transformation. I'll put it this way. When you combine characters and the plot, you have a journey. Did you get that? Let me try to break it down. Characters progress through the plot of the story. That is, while moving from point to point in the story, they keep making decisions and their choices always affect what happens next, which is the consequences of their actions. Please note that your characters cannot start and end the same way. They have to transform. They have to undertake a journey, whether emotionally, spiritually, or physically. And we, the audience, must as well. This is what the film experience is all about. Phew. There's a lot to take in, right? Don't despair, my friends. Writing is actually a fun process when you know what to do. Also, take your time. Don't rush. These videos are there for you to watch as many times as it takes to get it. Okay? Cool. Right, let's put a lid on it for today. Keep learning, keep getting better, have fun with it. Bye! As always, let's keep chatting in the comments, or send an email to writenowscribes@gmail.com, or say hi on IG @writenowscribes.